Hey everyone, so this is going to be my Born This Way recap. Big episode, 90 minutes, so I got lots to cover, so if this video is long, I'm sorry. But what do you expect? I like to talk a lot, and there's lots to cover. Also, I just want to mention that ever since I've joined Tumblr, I've been obsessed with it, and I've been finding a lot of my more recent spoilers. I'm going to put my next spoilers video that I found on Tumblr. So if you want to follow me on Tumblr, if you didn't check out my last video, my Tumblr is kurthummel.tumblr.com, and Kurt Hummel has definitely proved that he owns my heart in this episode. Yeah, so check me out, follow me on there, and I like to reblog and find spoilers and all this jazz. It's really fun, and I think you should join it. Also, I've started reading McLeanly High fanfiction, so thank you for people who recommended me some fanfiction, much appreciated. Alright, so yeah, for one, I just want to start. Santana, I love you so much. Santana Lopez, I'm officially in love with you. She keeps it real, and I love her whole thing throughout this episode. And a lot of foreshadowing of Britannia in this episode. So this is how it all starts, the whole Lady Gaga Born This Way thing, Rachel getting hit by Finn with her nose and breaking it, and then she realizes that Karofsky's secret is that he is gay. She catches him checking out Sam's ass. I'm like, that's hilarious. I just find that hilarious. And there's actually Sam and Dave shippers out there. So, hey, if you guys are all for it, then there you go. But yeah. So one of my favorite quotes from that night from this episode is, "I got a gay." When she meant to say, "I gotta go," it very much reminded me of on 90210 when Naomi and all the other people found out that Teddy was gay. She said, "Oh my gay," just kind of, slips out. Ooh. And so yeah, so she semi-blackmails him, saying, "I know your secret and all this," and she comes out to him as well, which is very surprising, saying, "I'm on your team." And another one of my favorite quotes is that she says, "The only straight thing about me is I'm a straight up bitch," and I love her so much. And they use each other, there's gay beards, because she wants to be prom queen. In order for her to be prom queen, she needs votes. So she realizes that the only way is to get Kurt back at McKinley, because everybody wants Kurt back at McKinley. And even Kurt wants himself back at McKinley, and even Blaine is, accepting of that, which I'll get into later. But yeah, so she thinks, "Oh, I can get him back. I can change Dave. I can redeem him, and people will vote for me." So they sort of become each other's gay beards, and they walk in. He walks into the New Directions classroom with Figgins and saying, he's changed. He started this anti-bullying campaign with Santana, and she's changed his ways, and they sort of come out as a couple, and everyone's like gag, and I love Puck's reaction and Tina's, and it's so hilarious. And then they have these berets when they're stopping the bullying, and they stop Azemio, and they're like, "No more bullying," and it's just like, what? And one of my favorite parts of the whole episode is during the office scene with Kurt and Bert and Dave and his dad and Schuster and Figgins, and it's just very powerful. And we see that when Kurt and Dave talk by themselves, which I just loved, Kurt realizes that he is a stronger person, he's more courageous, he's brave, and he realizes Dave is becoming weak. And Dave realizes he is becoming weak, and he's sort of starting to accept himself, maybe not fully, obviously, but he's definitely come a long way, probably because his secret could be out like that if Kurt wanted it to. Obviously, Kurt's the better person, but yeah, I don't want to regret saying this, but right now, I really like Dave. Just as an episode, and I hope that will stay that way, maybe even more, a little more better. But I loved his scene with Kurt, because it was so different. It was definitely not Karofsky. It was David. It was Dave Karofsky, and it wasn't the bully anymore. And I'm so happy this crap is done with. I hope it is, because the prom thing's gonna be a huge ass thing. But right now, at this moment, I hope it's done. And yeah, I loved Kurt's attitude, and he's just like, "You're gonna do this and this and this, you're gonna listen to me, and I'm the boss here, get over it." I loved it. I love you, Kurt. It's amazing. And then the "I Feel Pretty Unpretty" duet by the Faberry, sorry, Finn, not Finn, Rachel and Quinn, I absolutely adored. I listen to that song all the time in my car, and when I'm reading fan fiction, I freaking love where they go, ha, ha, ha. I love that part. And I just love the message, and I'm totally loving Finn lately. For some reason, he's being super nice to Rachel and super nice to Quinn, and just, like, he's changed. I don't know. I love it, and I love his Gotta Be Me song. He sounded really good for Finn, and not being like a rock and roll 80s song. He sounded awesome, and I loved it. And I was glad that Rachel decided not to get a nose job. I think that would have looked really weird if she had a Quinn nose, and then we found out Quinn is not Quinn, her name is Lucy, and she got a nose job, and she used to be big and dorky, and, you know, Lauren was evil, and she showed the picture because she wanted to be prom queen, but then we realized Lauren is not that evil, and they sort of settle their fight at the end, and I am pitching for the Faberry friendship so much, and I just want it. So yeah, the big thing was everyone wants Kurt back at McKinley. Blade isn't holding him back, which is kind of disappointing because, I mean, I know, yeah, he understands he needs to be with his friends, and he understands that his boyfriend wants to be happy, and he realizes he's going to be more happy at McKinley, and now that Nationals is coming up, and I know it's not as same as a team, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, and no sincere conversation that Klain had. This was supposed to be in the episode. It must have been cut or something, but it was supposed to happen, and, I don't know what was up with that. I mean, okay, so then Somewhere We Know came around, which is amazing. I teared up again. I love that his entrance was grand, and, you know, it was sad, but I feel like he was still holding back. He was still holding back, and we saw when, you know, after they hugged, that was very cute and sincere. People say that's the next Klain kiss. I do not agree because, I mean, the kiss was the kiss, you know, you can't top it. And there was no other Klain kiss, so that was disappointing as well. I mean, what the hell? And, yeah, so we saw that, you know, Blaine was getting emotional, and once he was leaving, you could see he turned around and saw his boyfriend happy with all his friends again, but yet he was still sad, and he realized he needs to accept it. No other Klain interaction throughout the episode, which was really disappointing, because near the end I was like, is there going to be a conversation? Is there going to be anything at all? Was there going to be something beforehand? Was there going to be something after? No, nothing. I mean, there was the very small scene with Santana and Mercedes with Kurt and Blaine at the coffee shop, but that was it. Which really sucked because I was really looking forward to that conversation in specific, so that really sucked. Yeah, so then during the Summer We Know, I mean, he must have had a setup with Mercedes in New Directions because, I mean, obviously the piano being there in the middle of the courtyard with the orchestra, that was a little like, stupid, unrealistic, you know. So I'm glad that they kind of cleared that up a little bit. Yeah, Kurt's entrance was amazing, and oh my god, his solo as If We Never Said Goodbye. When I first heard the song, I cried because Chris Colbert sounded so amazing. I'm crying right now. But it was so beautiful, and I was alright in the beginning, but then once he started when he started walking down the halls with when he doesn't have his uniform anymore, and he's in his regular clothes, and he's singing, and there's all the kids in the hallway, it's like, he's back, he's finally back, Kurt Hummel is back. I started, like, tearing up from then, and he looked so beautiful and amazing, and, this performance was just magnificent. I saw this on Tumblr. It's definitely season 2's Rose's turn. He just sounded so beautiful, and they did the whole entire song. Maybe like a couple seconds were cut off. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I just couldn't. I was like in the zone. But then I realized, damn, this is long. He's doing the whole entire thing, which is amazing. Thank you, Ryan Murphy. I much appreciate it. And when I do my season 2 songs, that's going to be on the top, for sure, no doubt about it. So, Chris Colfer, I'm in love with you, Te Amo, oh my god, amazing. Also, Emma confronts her OCD, and her ginger moment was hilarious. It's like, Will was right expecting her to say OCD and this ginger. I cracked up. That was hilarious. And then a Santana and Brittany moment. Brittany made her shirt that said Lebanese, meant to say lesbian, and Santana wouldn't wear it Brittany's disappointed, saying, how can you love me if you don't wear this shirt? And it was a very non-Brittany moment, in my opinion. It wasn't Brittany, because Brittany is, like, dumb, but we saw more in-depth Brittany, which I really like, and I would like to see more of that. So yeah, Born This Way, the ending scene. I know this is kind of fast. I kind of wanted to shorten it up, but Born This Way. Wow, Kurt looked fucking hot, and I don't care if he's gay. I don't care, whatever. He was amazing, and he was doing the beginning of the song. It doesn't matter if you love him or capital H-I-M with the sign language, and then the hair and the jacket, and then he came out on stage, and then then Tina and Mercedes opened his jacket, and I died officially. Like, oh my god, it was official Chris Cole for Sex Riot. It was like, oh my god, girls were all over the world were screaming. And their shirts, Kurt says likes boys. I love that one. I loved it. He was just like, fuck yeah. And then Mercedes said no weed. Tina said brown eyes. Quinn says Lucy Caboose. Now we finally know what that means. Finn said can't dance. Mike said can't sing. Artie's said 4 eyes. Puck says I'm with stupid, downwards arrow. Brittany says I'm with stupid with STOOPID with upwards arrow. Lauren said bad attitude. Rachel said nose. Santana said bitch but changed it to Lebanese. And Emma said OCD, and Will said butt chin. Yeah, and then we see Santana and Dave sitting in the audience watching, looking afraid, nervous, scared, confused, both, dealing with their sexuality. Overall, this was an amazing episode. Also, I forgot to mention the Barbra Streisand moment. Hello. Yeah, the duck sauce performance. And I liked how everyone contributed towards Rachel's nose job thing. I mean, Puck went out of his way doing the Barbravention, and there was Kurt looking amazing again, and they're dancing, doing the Barbra Streisand thing in the middle of the mall. It was so fun. And I feel bad for Sam. I really hope that he can find someone in the end. I really do, because I seriously feel bad for him. Like, he gets dumped by everyone. It's just like, well, and he gets cheated on, but Santana didn't even break up with him, and then he's just like, whatever, and Santana wasn't even in the Born This Way dance, and it was just like, man, I just feel so bad for him. And then there was the promo for Rumors that, obviously the most talked about thing that I've been seeing is the Sam and Kurt moment, so all the Heavens fans are going insane. I mean, if we already had the Kurt Roski fans going crazy, the Heavens fans are now going crazy, and the Klain fans are now ripping their heads out, and they're like, what the fuck, why would Kurt cheat? No, you guys, that's the point of the episode, is the rumors. So if you didn't see the promo, we see that Finn and Rachel are spying on Sam, because Finn thinks that Sam and Quinn are going behind each other and doing with each other or whatever, so he thinks that oh my god, I cannot talk, that Quinn is cheating on Finn. So they go to see, and they find out that Kurt was at the hotel room, probably talking about Sam's family problems. Obviously, if you're a Klain fan and you think that they're the one true pairing, why would you even think that he's cheating? Obviously, he's head over heels over Blaine. I mean, he was pining over him for like months and months and months, and it's so early on. And he's going to prom with Blaine. Obviously, nothing's gonna happen. But it's just crazy, they're sort of revamping. They're dangling Heavens right in front of your eyes, and then they always get away with Klain. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why all of a sudden they're bringing Kurt and Sam back. Obviously, there's probably some foreshadowing. I don't think Sam will be gay, but there's got to be some sort of something in there. I don't know who Sam will end up with in the end, but I know it's not going to be Kurt. You'll see in my next spoilers video why I think that. Obviously not just because I'm a Klain shipper, but because of just other reasons. So yeah, what did you think of Born This Way? What was your favorite song? Mine was definitely As If We Never Said Goodbye. I didn't really talk much about the Somewhere Only We Know performance. I loved the Finn and Kurt hug. I love them as brothers. I love them as brothers. Oh my god. And then the hug between Kurt and Blaine was sweet. I was still expecting more, so I was disappointed. If I didn't know anything about spoilers about that scene, or if I didn't see it beforehand, I probably would have been like leaking out about it, but you know, since I saw it, I'm just like, there could have been like some more affection on that part. I feel like since they're, you know, I mean, it's true. I mean, they're just started. It's maybe still a little awkward, but at least a little kiss on the cheek or something, or thank you for doing this, you know. I feel, and then another thing I found on Tumblr is that maybe they're trying to make Blaine inferior. You know, he was always the superior one, and now they're sort of fading it backwards. You know, Kurt's gonna spend more time with McKinley and all his friends, and Blaine's gonna be left in the dust, and they're gonna separate. You know, feel more distant, and they're gonna grow apart a little bit. And I hope that's revived, obviously, during the prom episode, but maybe that's what they'll tackle a little bit in rumors. I'm hearing Blaine won't even be in the episode, but he probably will. So I'm not gonna say confirmed he is, but you never know. So yeah, tell me what your favorite moments are. Obviously, everything Kurt. It was my favorite because oh my god, I love him so much. I could every moment he was in, I was like, oh my god, I fucking love this guy. He's so amazing. Chris Colfer, you're amazing. And they had the Time magazine Most Influential Gala tonight. Oh my god, I just love Chris Colfer. So yeah, I'll see you for my next Glee spoilers. Follow me at KurtHummelOwnsMyHeart.tumblr.com for more spoilers and more reblogging, more gleeking out. And yeah, so thanks for watching, subscribing.